Do your eyes feel fine right now? Then you probably think everything is okay. Most people think this way because eyes do not hurt. They do not give sharp pain like the heart. They do not warn loudly like the stomach. Vision fades quietly, slowly, day by day. And the most dangerous part is that people think this is normal aging. In reality, for many people, the real cause is one simple daily habit. Today, I want to talk about one simple habit that protects your vision. This is not medicine. This is not a special eye exercise. This is not expensive glasses. This is something anyone can start today. First, we need to understand one important truth. Vision loss does not happen suddenly. Eyes get tired gradually. Eye muscles weaken. Blood circulation slows down. Natural moisture decreases. As a result, vision becomes blurry. Eyes burn. Night vision gets worse. Reading becomes harder. Headaches appear. But people still say I am just tired. Modern eyes have never worked this much before. Phones, computers, televisions, bright screens, artificial light, dry air, little movement. All of this puts pressure on the eyes. But the main problem is not just screens. The real problem is that eyes are not resting. Doctors explain it simply. Eyes have muscles. When a muscle stays in one position for too long, it becomes tense. When there is no rest, it becomes weak. Most people stare at screens for hours without changing focus. The eyes look at the same close distance again and again, rarely looking far away. Over time, the ability of the eyes to adjust becomes worse. Now the key question. What is the one simple habit that protects your vision? The habit is regularly looking into the distance. Yes, it sounds simple, but it is very powerful. Scientific studies show that every 20 minutes, looking at something at least 6 meters away for 20 seconds helps relax eye muscles. This reduces eye strain, improves blood circulation, restores moisture, and most importantly, helps the eyes return to their natural state. Most people do not do this because they forget, because they are focused on work, because they cannot put the phone down. But this small break gives the eyes a big benefit. Imagine sitting for hours looking at a screen. Your eyes are locked at one distance. Muscles are tight. Blood flow is reduced. Now imagine looking out the window at trees, buildings, the sky. At that moment, eye muscles relax. It feels like breathing again. This is natural rest. This habit is extremely important for children too. Today, children spend more time on phones and tablets. Vision problems appear earlier than before. Teaching children to regularly look far away helps protect their eyes for the future. Here is another important fact. Eye moisture. When looking at screens, people blink less. Normally, we blink 15 to 20 times per minute. On screens, blinking can drop to 5 or 7 times. This causes dry eyes, burning, redness. Looking into the distance and consciously blinking restores moisture on the eye surface. This one habit helps prevent many problems. Dry eye syndrome, computer vision syndrome, headaches, blurry vision. In some cases, it can even slow down how fast eyesight worsens. People often ask, does this help if I wear glasses? Yes. Glasses correct vision, but they do not relax muscles. Looking far away relaxes the muscles. How can you build this habit into daily life? You can place a reminder near your screen. Look far every 20 minutes. You can use a timer. You can position your workspace near a window. If there is no window, that is okay. Look at the farthest point in the room. The key is changing focus distance. Another powerful habit is walking outside. At least 30 minutes a day in open air is very beneficial for eyes. Outdoors, eyes naturally look far. Light is natural. This supports eye health. Doctors emphasize that natural daylight is much healthier for the eyes than artificial light, especially morning light. Another important fact: eyes and brain are closely connected. When eyes are tired, the brain becomes tired too. Focus decreases. Memory weakens. Resting your eyes is also resting your brain. Many people accept vision decline as unavoidable with age. But this is not completely true. With proper habits, this process can be slowed. Sometimes vision can remain stable for many years. This habit costs nothing, takes little time, requires no special tools, only awareness. After this video, remember this. Even if your eyes do not hurt, they may be tired. Even if vision is clear, strain may be building. Every 20 minutes, look far away. This simple habit can protect your vision. If you start today, you may notice changes in a few weeks. Less burning, less redness, less fatigue, fewer headaches. Restoring lost vision is difficult. Protecting it is easy, but only if you act in time. If this video helped you, think not only about yourself, think about your family. Vision determines quality of life, and it should be protected before it is lost. Your eyes serve you your entire life. You only need to give them a few seconds of care each day, with one simple habit. Now let us go a little deeper, because understanding why this habit works makes it easier to follow every day. The human eye was not designed for constant close work. For thousands of years, eyes were used to scan the horizon, to look far, to track movement, to adjust focus naturally. Only in recent decades have eyes been forced to stare at close objects for hours without change. When the eye focuses on close objects, a small muscle inside the eye stays contracted. This muscle helps adjust the lens so we can see clearly up close. When this muscle stays tight for too long, it becomes fatigued. Over time, it struggles to relax. This leads to eye strain and blurry vision. Looking far away allows this muscle to relax completely. It releases tension. This is why distance viewing is not just rest. It is recovery. Another overlooked factor is posture. When people stare at screens, they often lean forward. The neck bends. Shoulders tighten. This affects blood flow to the head and eyes. Reduced circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach the eyes. Looking up and far often corrects posture naturally. This improves blood flow and supports eye health. Let us talk about lighting. Artificial lighting often creates glare and uneven brightness. This forces eyes to work harder. When you look far, especially toward natural light, the eye receives balanced illumination. This reduces strain and supports visual comfort. Many people believe eye problems are genetic and unavoidable. Genetics do play a role, but lifestyle plays a much bigger role than most people realize. Studies show that people who spend more time outdoors have lower rates of vision decline, especially nearsightedness. Outdoor time naturally includes distance viewing. It also includes exposure to natural light. Both are protective factors for the eyes. This is why children who play outside more often have healthier vision. It is not the activity alone. It is how the eyes are used during that activity. Another important point is consistency. Doing this habit once a day is helpful, but doing it regularly throughout the day is far more powerful. Small repeated breaks prevent strain from building up. Think of it like stretching. Stretching once helps. Stretching regularly prevents injury. Many people wait until symptoms appear. Burning, blurry vision, headaches. But prevention works best before symptoms start. The goal is not to fix damage. The goal is to avoid it. You might wonder how long it takes to feel a difference. Some people notice relief within days. For others, it may take a few weeks. But almost everyone reports reduced discomfort when this habit becomes routine. This habit also improves productivity. When eyes are less strained, focus improves. Reading becomes easier. Screen work feels lighter. This is why many professionals are now encouraged to take visual breaks. There is also an emotional aspect. Eye strain increases stress. When eyes relax, the nervous system calms down. Breathing becomes deeper. Mental clarity improves. In a way, looking far is not only an eye habit. It is a reset for the body and mind. Let us address a common mistake. Some people think closing eyes is enough. Closing eyes helps, but it does not fully relax the focusing muscle. Distance viewing does. That is why simply closing eyes is not the same as looking far. Another mistake is scrolling on the phone during breaks. This does not count as rest. It keeps the eyes in the same close focus. True rest means changing distance. If you work long hours on screens, this habit is not optional. It is essential. Just like drinking water or standing up to move. As years pass, the eyes naturally lose flexibility. This is normal. But habits can slow this process significantly. Many age-related vision issues worsen faster due to constant near focus. The earlier this habit starts, the better the long-term results. But it is never too late to begin. If you are watching this and thinking it sounds too simple, remember this. The most powerful habits are often the simplest. They work quietly, over time, without drama. Vision loss rarely announces itself. It creeps in slowly. Protection must be quiet and consistent too. So every time you feel your eyes getting heavy, every time text looks slightly blurry, every time your head starts to ache, use that moment as a reminder. Look far, let your eyes breathe. This one habit does not replace medical care. It does not replace eye exams, but it supports eye health every single day. And daily support makes a lifetime difference. If there is one thing to remember from this entire video, let it be this. Your eyes were made to move, to shift focus, to explore distance. Give them what they were designed for. A few seconds at a time, every day.